Hi everybody, welcome to the next installment of App Developer Conversations. Here with Ryan Morell of PlacePlay and Roby Ganguly of Apptentive. And it's nice and early here in Seattle, so let's see how awake we are. So in this installment we're going to talk about, there was a new IDC report that just came out. It states that Android is now at 75% market share of mobile smartphones when you look at it from number of devices shipped this quarter. So the actual numbers before we walk through it. So Android shipped 136, I'm assuming, million devices.
Yeah.
iOS shipped 27 million devices. BlackBerry shipped a little under 8, and Symbian shipped 4, and Windows shipped 3.5. So those are pretty staggering numbers. What's your just sort of first initial takeaway here?
Yeah, it's like the Mark Andreessen thing of software is eating the world. It's more like Android is eating the world. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I actually think the most mind-boggling number is Windows phones, 140% increase.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
year over year.
So when you look at year-over-year change, Android is at 91% increase year-over-year. iOS is at a 57%. BlackBerry is falling like a rock. Symbian is really falling like a rock. But Windows Phone is at 140%. So they're actually growing pretty well.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing.
Yeah, that is.
Well, I guess from 1 to 2 is 100% growth.
Yeah,
Right?
that's small numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, the 90% growth for Android, given how large their shipment volume was previously, they're accelerating. Right?
Yeah.
They're taking more and more of the market every quarter.
Yeah. I think it'd be interesting to know like where these break down.
Yep.
Like, are these in BRIC? Are they in the U.S.? Are they in Western Europe? And I think that's especially important for developers, right? Is understanding where the volume is, and it probably doesn't say.
Yeah, I don't think it's
But it also does say that Samsung makes up a big portion of that. Samsung sells high-end devices to people that have money, not BRIC.
Well, I saw one interesting tweet about this, which was around the fact that Apple, two things. Apple had their iPhone 5 release was late September, and this is third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So people were probably waiting in the third quarter before they upgraded devices to iPhone 5. So actually iOS sales could have been lower in the third quarter due to that, as well as just sort of Apple does most of their business in the holiday season, and whether that's also true of Android, I don't know.
Yeah. It's an interesting theory, and I would guess it's probably true, right?
Yeah.
Last year, I don't know what the numbers were, but Apple's winter quarter was like mind-boggling,
Right.
Huge, or $50 billion in revenue.
Yeah, more than any other device manufacturer. They're like a Christmas present.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah. So I mean, I think from a developer perspective, it's time to, if you're not paying attention to Android, you need to.
Yep.
But it's not like just with iOS where you go and put it on there and you'll make money. You need to be smart about how you're going to make money.
Yep.
And think carefully about the channels that you go through. But now we're 7 weeks away from the holiday season. If excuse my language, if your shit's not out there, do it.
Yeah.
Get out before Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. Now is the perfect time to be launching. Like, get your stuff code freeze, get it tested, get it out there in the next few weeks.
Right.
And it was really interesting as well was another announcement that the Google Play Store has approximately the same number of apps now as the iTunes App Store. So it's really, I mean, if you were to look at it from the market share perspective, it's underweighted in terms of apps, right? But it's even in terms of overall total numbers.
Yeah.
So that's, as a developer, start thinking about it. It's time, right? Like Android is no longer little brother, I think.
Yeah.
Might be the place to start
That's right.
if you're just thinking market opportunity.
Yep.
Well, I think maybe Android's also a really good place to start if you have quality content, right? So I've spent time screwing around with the Google Play Store, and there's an immense load of crap that's not on iOS.
Yep.
So if you're doing something really good, you have a chance to really succeed on Android, and it's, take the time to do it right.
Yeah, agreed. All right. Well, thanks. Stay tuned for the next installment.
point is that these guys are well capitalized, right? And they're,
Yeah.
they're probably going to be going public at some point, and so you probably have leverage now to go negotiate better deals for yourself.
Yeah.
Which I think is totally right. They're going to be starting to be held to numbers more